Hi children, welcome to Political Science class, chapter 5, Women Change the World. In this chapter, we will discuss about the role of women in the society. In earlier times, women were doing only household work. They didn't get any opportunity to work outside the home. They were not allowed to participate in social activities. During that time, there was discrimination between men and women. Nowadays, women get equal opportunities with men. This was the result of different types of efforts made by women. These efforts were collectively called as women's movement. Children, let's start with the topic fewer opportunities and rigid expectations. When we talk about jobs, people think that women are good at only certain kinds of jobs like nursing, teaching, helping men in agricultural work, etc. People also think that men are good at technical activities. This is a type of stereotype created by people. Children, what is stereotype? You studied about it in class 6. Stereotype is a fixed general image or set of characteristics about a particular category of people. It does not allow us to think or view a person as a unique individual. Many people believe in stereotypes. That is why many girls do not get the same support that boys get in their studies and jobs. Breaking stereotypes. Here we can see an example. Engine drivers are men. Lakshmi Lakra, from a poor tribal family in Jharkhand, has begun to change things. She is the first woman engine driver for Northern Railways. She broke stereotypes. She says, I love challenges, and the moment somebody says it is not for girls, I make sure I go ahead and do it. There are so many other girls who broke this type of stereotypes and attained a good position in the society. Due to stereotype, children face pressures from the world around them. Sometimes this comes in the form of demands from adults. Sometimes by the unfair teasing of their own friends. Boys are pressurized to think about getting a job that will pay a good salary. They are also teased if they do not behave like others. Here we can see an example. Xavier was happy with the results of his class 9 board exam. He got good marks in his favorite subjects, history and languages. He was not as much good in maths, physics, etc. But his parents pressurized him to take maths and science in his higher studies. Next topic, learning for change. Going to school is an important part of our life. More and more children enter school every year. It is normal for all children to go to school. But in the past, the skill of reading and writing was known to only a few. Most children learned the work their families or elders did. During that time, boys were allowed to read and write, and girls were not allowed to learn the alphabet. Even in the field of pottery, weaving, and craft, women were seen as supportive to men. In the 19th century, many new ideas about education and learning emerged. Schools became more common. Communities that had never learned reading and writing started sending their children to school. Many women and men made efforts to open schools for girls. Women struggled to learn to read and write. One of such women was Ramabai. She championed the cause of women's education. She never went to school, but she learned to read and write from her parents. She was given the title Pandita because she could read and write Sanskrit. It was a remarkable achievement as women then were not allowed to such knowledge. She started a mission in Khetgaon near Pune in 1898, where widows and poor women were encouraged to become literate and independent. Another woman who struggled to learn to read and write was Rashsundari Devi. She was born in West Bengal. She was a housewife from a rich landlord's family. During that time, people believed that if a woman learned to read and write, she would bring bad luck to her husband and become a widow. Despite all these difficulties, she learned to read and write in secret well after her marriage. She took out of a page from a religious book, Chaitanya Bhagavat, and stole one of the pages of her son's alphabet book. She hid these two pages in her kitchen. Then she started learning alphabets and tried to read that pages whenever she was free from household work. After this, she wrote an autobiography named Amar Jiban, the first known autobiography written by an Indian woman. Through her writings, she gave the world an opportunity to read about women's lives in those days. Next, we are going to talk about Rukia Sakhawat Hussain and her dreams about Ladyland. She was born into a rich family who owned a lot of land. She learned to read and write Urdu, but she was stopped from learning Bangla and English because during that time English was seen as a language that would expose girls to new ideas. Only boys were allowed to learn English. But with the support of her elder brother and sister, she learned to read and write Bangla and English and become a writer. She wrote a story titled Sultana's Dream in 1905. Education and learning had changed Rukia's life. Education gave her the power not only to dream and write, but also to do more. That is, to help other girls go to school and to build their own dreams. In 1910, she started a school for girls in Kolkata. The school grew despite difficulties and now is one of the top rated schools of the region. Now it's time to wind up the class. Thank you.